Luxury YouTube is dead. Or is it? Well, it's an interesting topic. We've been talking about this on my channel last August of last year. And I made a live stream with Jessie from Jessie Style. Shout out to Jessie. Link down below to her channel. Be sure to subscribe to Jessie's channel. And we made our own live stream when I was in Melbourne for the world premiere of Art Lovers Unite, my movie with Vivienne Westwood. And Jessie was there as well. And we made several videos together. And we were contemplating this, like the death of luxury. And people made fun of us. YouTubers came for us. Even more shocking, fellow colleagues, really, you know, because we all work on the luxury YouTube, who are actually from Jessie's own country, were throwing shade at her and me. And I was like, oh, that's kind of very vile of you to do. You know, saying like, well, back then, okay, we're talking August, September of 2022. Oh, well, you know, luxury YouTube is not dying. What you're doing is irrelevant. Nobody wants to watch you anymore. Oh, that's the shade you wanted to throw? Huh. Interesting that somebody would throw a shade like that and doesn't even get 5,000 subscribers. Can we talk? Can we talk? Okay. Now the tides have turned. Now those people that threw shade are the ones making the videos themselves about how luxury YouTube is dead and there's things to be done and blah, 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 blah. Seriously? Are you enjoying the shade? Thumb up the live stream. I mean, thumb up the video, but also the live stream, because I do film live every Saturday. And I have my live chats here on the side. And yes, subscribe while you're at it. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today and gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon. Superdacob all spelled together there as well for extra perks. Thank you to my members and patrons who have already pledged. So we are in this graveyard of dying luxury YouTubers. And luxury YouTube, look at this. All of these luxury bags, yes, generated by Bubbles the bot, my AI little bot. I typed in, Bubbles, give me a cemetery of luxury bags, and Bubbles delivered. Isn't this awesome? So, listen, I am here. I'm that gravedigger who's telling you here and now, luxury YouTube is not dead. So let's put this to rest in peace once and for all, and let me explain. 1, luxury is one of the most profitable industries at the moment. They earn money, honey. Money, honey. LVMH, Mr. Arnault is like literally the top of the world right now, one of the top 3 earners of the world with his LVMH. Yes, LVMH is also booze, not just fashion, but it's Louis Vuitton that brings in the money, honey, as is Dior. He owns Dior as well. So people will keep buying. Now, are there going to be other idiots like us who are ready to get bullied and trolled and annoyed on a daily basis by troll comments and to start a YouTube channel? Is there going to be more and more people like us who are already making content on YouTube that are willing to put a lot on the line and get bashed constantly for any unboxing they do, for any aesthetical choices they make, for the makeup that they wear? There's going to be maybe less and less people ready to put themselves underneath, you know, the shot line. But at the same time, times are changing and people are becoming desensitized to a lot of this. Meaning, now, because relatively speaking, YouTube is a relatively young profession, all things considered. Prostitution is the oldest profession of the world. YouTube might be the youngest. But a lot of us do prostitute ourselves on the tubes because we accept sponsorships from shady businesses. Don't we, Mel in Melbourne? Oh! Anyway, that's neither here nor there, because obviously everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in any truths or facts. Everything's just alleged. But honey, if you know, you know, right? So we do end up kind of accepting weird sponsorship deals, and then we get bashed even more because, you know, turns out businesses are shady sometimes and allegedly. But who is ready nowadays to jump on that ship of luxury YouTube and put a lot on the line to deliver what? what? First world problems? To deliver what? Content that talks about, I unboxed a really hard to get bag from Louis Vuitton. It's a pochette accessoires. There's another 50,000 videos online showing it, but let me do an unboxing as well. Really? Is this why we're beginning a luxury YouTube channel today? What does a person that begins a luxury YouTube channel today have to contribute that hasn't already been said? That is the question. And if you have the answer to that question, and if there is an answer to that question, that means that there is still life for luxury YouTube in the future. One point is interesting. Pricings change. Dynamics change. We're all into talking about quiet luxury at the moment, but you know, just a year ago it was all about logomania. So obviously as new trends come along, new topics come along, and you can make new content and people are going to watch that content. But then once that's obsolete, you're going to have to reinvent yourself and make new content all over again. And as we know, fashion and trends are cyclical. So sooner or later, quiet luxury is going to be popular again. Logomania is going to be popular again. Micro bags are going to be popular again. Oversized bags are going to be popular again. Mullet hairdos are going to be popular again. Fringes are going to be popular again. New wave is going to be popular again. You know what I mean? It's all cyclical with slight upgrades, obviously, because every time something repeats itself, there's an addition to something to make it look more fresh and modern. Same applies to luxury YouTube, right? There's going to be always some Oompa Loompa out there who is ready, honey, ready to share their passion and their unboxing videos and their what fits in my bag videos with the rest of the world. And they're not going to care that those videos have already been done 50,000 times over and over and over again. And I personally believe that the viewer is not going to care that the video has been done 50,000 times. Why am I saying this? Because I'm telling you firsthand, when I started my luxury journey, collecting luxury pieces, if I was obsessed with one piece that I still could not afford or that was always sold out and I still could not get, honey, I would be obsessively watching hundreds of videos on the same freaking topic. And I would be sad when there were no more videos left to watch. The more videos are out there on one specific topic, the happier I get. It's an obsession, I admit, but we all have been there. When YouTube started and people slowly started making videos, and I still didn't have my first timeless classic double flap, every day, all day, I was on YouTube watching whatever I could find, whoever I could find, no matter how trashy their videos were or how good their videos were. I did not care. I kept looking for the same bag over and over and over again. I wanted to see as many people as possible unboxing the same exact bag, reviewing the same exact bag, telling me what fits in the same exact bag over and over and over again. And this has not changed. People have obsessive personalities, and brand marketing has become even more ruthless than it used to be in the past, meaning it's even more clever now at brainwashing you and creating even more FOMO inside of you to deliver your desire to want to purchase certain bags. But the difference now, as opposed to back then, is that the prices are much higher, which plays to our favor, the content creators. Why? Because, very simple, let's take Chanel as an example. Their timeless classic bags are now $10,000. They used to be $3,000. Okay? When I started my YouTube journey, they were $3K. Now they're $10K. Okay? You know what that means? Well, that means that they're harder to get because less and less people can afford that much. So now those people that cannot afford that much are even more busy looking at content creators making content about these products. See what I mean? It's because it's going to take them even more time to collect the funds necessary to purchase said bag that keeps going up in price, by the way, on a yearly basis, sometimes several times a year. So what are you going to do while you're waiting to get the funds to purchase the bag? You're going to try to satiate your desire, the FOMO that the brand marketing created inside of you to want that bag. You're going to try to satiate it by watching videos on YouTube about said luxury products. But even more importantly, the topics are going to change, because a person unboxing a Chanel bag 10 years ago when it was $3K, to pull the trigger on a $3K bag was different psychologically than to pull the trigger on a $10K bag today. So the review is going to be different. The approach to this bag is going to be different. Watching a video from 10 years ago is going to have historical value. And then watching a video of an unboxing from today is going to have a modern type of value. It's also going to be important to compare the two videos to also see the quality of the leather of the unboxing from 10 years ago as opposed to the quality of the leather of the unboxing of today of the same bag, because the Timeless Classic double flap, for example, is still in production. It's the classic. They keep making it over and over and over and over again. So it's very fascinating to compare the videos, to always see, oh, this video is from 10 years ago. This is from 5 years ago. This is from 3 years ago, from 2 years ago. And to see the reasoning that the consumers give in their videos as to why they purchased a bag. You see what I mean? It becomes even more interesting for the obsessed consumer that wants the product to go and watch more and more content. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that luxury YouTube is limited to just unboxings, what fits in my bag, and hauls. But that's kind of, or collection videos, that's kind of what represents or builds the basis of luxury YouTube. But of course, it's much more. For example, on my channel, we don't do just unboxings. We do a lot more. We analyze FOMO, marketing, brand marketing, how the brands develop, in which direction are they going, what are their strategies, how is their quality doing, how is their quality not doing, what are the working conditions at these brands. Like my channel, when it comes to that, allow me to toot my horn for at least a second here, is a bit avant-garde, and that's why it also lacks reach in a lot of instances, because people are still not ready to look for that content. Consumers are educated by the brands to look for easy consumer content that fuels their FOMO. And this is why those are the videos that do best. But the consumer is waking up, the luxury consumer is waking up as well, and is looking more and more into also the critical thinking towards luxury. And this is another one of the reasons I believe that luxury YouTube is not dead, because people are waking up and they're realizing that there's more to luxury than meets the eye. Catch my drift? And another point, which nobody mentioned while they were making their videos about luxury YouTube is dead. I wonder why. Because analytical thinking is missing in a lot of people. This is a point. Everything, and I've been hinting at this throughout this entire video. Thumb up the video, by the way, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow me also on Instagram, superdacob, all spelled together, and my Chanel fan Instagram, dacobcc, all spelled together. The hint I dropped before, the seasons. Remember I was talking about the seasons? Fashion comes and goes, styles come and go, trends come and go. Well, same applies to luxury YouTube. Listen, see it this way. We have spring, winter, summer, fall. If you want to reduce it even more, the ocean has the ebb and the tide, or the flood and the tide, ebb and tide. It goes higher, it goes lower. What is happening right now with YouTube in general, not just luxury YouTube, but a lot of luxury YouTube content creators have egos that are inflated beyond a belief, so they can only focus on themselves and they do not see the bigger picture around them. If they had less ego, they would be able to see the picture more around them. And the picture being that not just luxury YouTube is struggling, a lot of content creators on YouTube are struggling because there is a thing called a recession happening right now. There's a thing called economic crisis. There's a thing called a lot of brands are investing less money in promotion and advertisement on YouTube, hence YouTube having less money to give for advertisement in your AdSense, in your ads, and it gives you less viewers as well if it doesn't have the money to pay you for those viewers. Catch my drift? This, in other words, is the winter of YouTube. We are right now in a winter state on YouTube. But that only means that spring is around the corner. There always has to be a low before there's a high. And after a high, there's going to be another low. Right now, it's winter. See it this way. This cemetery is in a winter state. A winter wonderland, if you may. Everything's a bit frozen, slowed down. There's a bit of less for everyone. Scarcity, however you want to call it. Everything costs more, but you get less of everything. It's a little bit like the quiet luxury. Interesting how quiet luxury reflects also the state of luxury YouTube. Or does the state of luxury YouTube reflect the state of quiet luxury? We are toning down. We are retreating. We are kind of in the Middle Ages of luxury YouTube right now. But as we all know, many centuries after the Middle Ages, the whole concept of the Middle Ages being a terrible time in history, well, that concept has been revisited. And in fact, it has been unearthed that actually the Middle Ages were also a very fertile soil, a very fertile period for culture and art evolution, but it was done in secret. It was kind of fermenting underneath the soil, but sooner or later then those kind of, that fermentation sprouts the flowers. That's what's happening right now. We're building something new, you guys, underneath the surface, and we will get there. And once that blooms, it's going to be much bigger than it used to be big before the winter came. Okay? That's the ultimate truth about luxury YouTube. It's not dead. It's just going through a winter phase. And there's no need to throw shade at each other. Maybe you should change your content. Honey, that shade, leave it to you-know-who. But now, think about this. How can these YouTubers that have hardly been around for a couple of years say things like that? You see what I mean? It's all about the ego. And you gotta have a huge ego if you publicly state that you're elitist and that elitism is a good thing. Oh yes, we've heard you. Zonzoet. You're embarrassing yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, subscribe and let me know your shady comments and thoughts in the comment section down below. I'm dying to read them.